So this is a video guide to using the LERC Wales app. This app is a iRecord product, so entering data on here will make it available to the local record centres and also to national schemes and societies and other experts. When you first download the app, which you can find for free on Apple and Android stores, you'll get this icon appear on your phone. So a green icon with the 4 record centres in Wales logos, and it's called LERC Wales. So just click on it to get started. It will first bring up this screen, and then you get the opportunity to choose your language. So it is fully bilingual if you want to use the Welsh or the English version. And then it will show you this welcome screen, and you click on Get Started down the bottom. During your first usage, it will bring up these little tips for you. You can just read those and click OK to get rid of them. And the first thing we want to do is to register an account. So there are a few menu options down the bottom, and you just click on Menu on the right hand side to bring up the register option. So you'll just need to fill in an email address, your first and last name, create a password, and then agree to the terms and conditions and privacy policy. And once you fill this in and click register, it will send an email to your account, and you can just click on a link in there to confirm your email address, and then you'll be ready to get going. So I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in now. So you just fill in your username and then your password. And click sign in. So we do suggest that you use the same email address as you might have used for iRecord or SubeRecord, because if you do that, the app data will sync with your normal iRecord data. So anything you add on the app will appear on iRecord or SubeRecord as long as you use the same email address. So I'm logged in here. We can see that it's got my name there. It knows who I am. So we can get started. So we click back and we get back to the front page. So to add a record, we want to click on the round green circle with the plus sign in the bottom. And the first thing it asks us for is the species name. So behind the scenes of the app, it has the UK species dictionary. So you can just start typing in a species name and it will find that name on the list, and whoops, and it will you'll have the option to add it. So I want to add a blackbird. I start typing it in and it appears there for me. So I just click on that and it will select that species. The other nice thing about the app is that it uses your GPS if you allow it to, and it will use that to assign a grid reference to your record. So if you're happy with that happening, just click allow when it first asks you about the location. So I've entered the species name, and I've got now a draft record appeared on my pending page. So I just click on that to add the rest of the details. So it's got the species name, it's got part of the location detail. So we can just click on that to finish adding those details. So it will bring up a map when you click through, and you can just glance at it, make sure that you're happy with the location, and if you are, you just give it a name. So I'll just put in my street name. And then once you've filled in the details, you click on the top left green arrow to get back to this page. So the next thing we can do is add the date. You can see that it is defaulted to today's date. I'm just going to amend this slightly. You can do that just by scrolling through like that. And once you're happy with the date, you just click OK. And again, we click back on top left. The next thing you can do is to add a comment. So this is just a free format screen for you to type anything you like in. So perhaps if I'd seen that the blackbird was nesting or displaying breeding behaviour, it would be useful to add that in here. So anything you think is going to be adding a bit of usefulness to the record, you can just type into the comments. The next optional thing that you can do is to add an abundance. So you can see here, you can leave it as present, which is the default, or if you want to be more specific, you can click on arrange, or you can be more specific by clicking these plus and minus buttons up here, say exactly how many there were. I'm just going to leave it as present. The next thing that you can add is stage, if you feel inclined. Again, it brings up these little tips at different points during this process. So you can add adult, pre-adult or other if you want to. You can add breeding information if you like. So this is, depending on what species you've chosen, this may be available to you. So again, if I'd seen nest building behaviour or anything else like that, then I could add it in here. Again, this is all optional, so you don't need to add it if you don't want to. Then you can add in the gender if you want. So male, female or mixed. So if I'd seen a pair with both male and female, I could put in mixed. And then you can add identifiers. So say for example you didn't quite know what a blackbird looked like and you emailed somebody for some help and they told you what it was, you can just add their name in here just so they get credit in the record. And then the last thing you might want to do is to add a photograph. So in the bottom left hand side there's a little camera icon, and you can either use the camera, so if you're stood in front of the blackbird and you want to take a photo of it and record it straight away, you can click on the camera and take a live image, or you can click on gallery and look at the pictures that you've taken previously. So when you do this, you do need to give it permissions to look at your media. And then you can just navigate to wherever you keep photographs on your phone and add one to the record. I'm not going to add one for this. So if you're happy with all the details here, then you can click on upload. And it briefly appears in the pending, and then it goes into the uploaded. If, for example, you're out in the field and there's no signal, it might stay in pending for a bit longer until you do reach somewhere with signal. And we can see here now on the uploaded page the record, and if we click on it we can see a bit more of the detail. You may be able to see here it says this record has been submitted and cannot be edited within this app. View on iRecord. So basically if you made a little mistake or you've accidentally entered something twice or something like that, you won't be able to amend anything on the app. You'll have to log into iRecord or SubRecord to make any adjustments. So I'll just add another record to show you again the process. So we're doing the green circle at the bottom. Let's put in a robin this time. And so it's picked up my location, but perhaps if you've come home after a day of recording and you want to add a record from a different location, you can do that just by navigating on the map. So you pinch the screen with 2 fingers and you can just navigate around, find a different location. If you want to, you can change the layers. So its default is satellite. You can have a look at it on the OS map, or you can have a look at it on the OpenStreetMap. And so you can just navigate to wherever you want. And then click on the screen to change the grid reference. So I want to enter a robin for here. And you can see you just click on the screen and the little red box appears where you click. So again, I'll show you if you want to change the location to here, you just click on the screen and it changes the grid reference at the top for you. So I actually saw this robin here at the car park. and it's changed the grid reference for me. So once you're happy with the location, you can just start typing the location name. So I'll put in Launceston Forest. Oops. And I'm happy with that, so again I click the top left hand green arrow to pull it through. Then the date you can change, so I'll put a different date in for this one. Click back, add a comment if you want to. Any of those additional things are optional. I don't have a photograph again, so I'm just going to click upload. And again it's briefly impending and I can see it there in uploaded. So that's just how you enter records. It's very quick and easy, as you can see. So we hope that you enjoy using the app, and you can always get in touch with us if you have any technical problems. We're very happy to help.